Hello everybody, and thank you very much for your time today. And today I'm coming to you from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Yes. Alright guys, as you see, this is the return to Player's Choice at the Myrtle Beach Mall here in 2026. So, I want to say missed you guys. Definitely missed you. My apologies for really not getting some videos out. But been very busy, a lot of good things going on, and hopefully in 2026 I'll probably get around to maybe one video a month, maybe a few every now and then. Really depends upon how holidays fall and when I'm sitting here at my desk, right? So what we're going to do today is we are going to go into the arcade and also the comic book pop section of Player's Choice, and also we're going to take a look at the private collection off to the left side here. Now, I am friends with Adam, the owner of the Player's Choice Arcade. Really cool guy. We've known each other for a few years since I've moved down here to South Carolina. And as we look into his overflow collection here, it's pretty darn cool. I mean, this guy has an amazing collection of some really great vintage retro games that you just don't see at a lot of places. So definitely, if you're into these games, you're going to want to pause at a few points here through this video and check all of this stuff out. Now, the mall that we're at, yes, is a dead mall to a certain extent. And I'm going to leave the background noise going here. I'm going to have to keep talking, obviously, as we go into some music, and you'll hear my keys jangling here. So this mall is dead, but it does have a Bass Pro Shop, which is awesome. It also has a railroad museum, model railroad museum, and I'm going to show you that in another video. Spent about 10-15 minutes in the museum. Really nice people. They've got a great display. This mall also has an AMC theater. It does have a Belk, and also it does have a Books A Million. And the Books A Million is actually really nice. It does have a few small restaurants, just kind of like food court type areas. It's got a pizza joint, a few others. But other than that, the mall doesn't have much else going on. But Player's Choice and also the Bass Pro Shop and the Railroad Museum are well worth the visit to this mall. So if you do go to Myrtle Beach, definitely check out this place. Now, another thing I want to call out here is that all of the games are 25 cents per play, which is really awesome. You know, Adam doesn't keep the prices high here. You know, there's a lot of these games that really should be 50 cents, $1 in today's market. Look at this Space Invaders, guys. This has to be one of the nicest Space Invaders that I have ever seen. There we got Elvira and the Party Monsters from Bally. Really great pins. And we're going to walk around here. I tried my best to not get folks on film. I didn't want to upset anybody that was playing the games. Yeah, I mean, just great setup here. Spider-Man, I actually had that game for a little while. Tapper, really great game. I actually did play that after I stopped filming. Dig Dug, Contra. Contra, one of the all-time best NES games. Let's see, what else? Return of the Jedi. I'm not really a Star Wars guy, so I can't really say if that game's good or not. We got Punch-Out and Super Punch-Out. Arm Wrestling. I actually have never played that one. I should play that next time I am in town. We've got Rampage, Galaga, absolute classic, Pac-Man. We're going to go back in here and check out some more. We got the original Donkey Kong. And it's really cool to have some of these games, but I will say emulation has really become popular for me. I have a few of the, I believe they're called RG35XX. They look like little Game Boys, and they've got about like 10 or 20,000 games on them. And I can just literally plug an HDMI mini cord into each of these Game Boys, and I can just put on my projector and go ahead and have a 10-foot screen on my office here with all the games. And another thing that I want to call out here is that this arcade has been going now, I want to say Adam has been here for over 5 years. If anybody knows how long he's been here, definitely let me know. I forgot to ask him that last time I talked to him. I actually didn't see him on this visit, but we're going to now walk out, and we're going to go check out the comic book and pop section. So by pop, I mean pop culture. Yes, there are pop figures, lots of plushies and stuff like that, but he also has some video games here in the American Eagle section. So this was a former American Eagle, really nice location. This sign here off to the right, I would love to have this sign for my personal arcade. You got Spidey there. You've got one of the, I guess, what are they called? RetroCon or some type of fake Super Nintendo that does NES and Super Nintendo. Yeah, and boy, there's just so much going on in this place. It's amazing. Also, by the way, prices are really good. You know, they're not giving stuff away, obviously, but they're not overpriced. A lot of the items here, if you're into collecting these items, I think you'll definitely be very impressed. We got the Guns N' Roses from Jersey Jack, the John Wick Pro from Stern, Venom from Stern, Iron Maiden Stern, Jurassic Park, Stranger Things, Godzilla. Godzilla, by the way, if you're a pinballer, Godzilla is the #1 game ever. If you want to debate me that, certainly feel free to grab a coffee and we can debate that. Let's see, Terminator 2, Captain America, really cool. Now, X-Men. So even myself, my son and I have actually, I think, beat this X-Men specifically when we were here in this location a few years ago. Ivan Stort's Off-Road with the 3 wheels, not 2 wheels. I think there's a 2-wheel version, but the 3 wheels is definitely awesome. We got a classic golden tea. I'm going to take a little sip here of my Trader Joe's sparkling water as we continue to look around. There we got Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Mortal Kombat 4, finish him. Fatality. Street Fighter 2. NBA Jam. And also, for those of you that don't know, or didn't know, I believe the voice of Mortal Kombat with all of those call-outs is actually Steve Ritchie, who is a pinball designer and very, very famous, has done many games through the years with Williams and Stern, and now he's actually with Jersey Jack. Now we're going to go walk around the rest of the store here. We're going to check out the books. We're going to check out a lot of the games. There are some amazing NES games that Adam has here. I really wish that I could just go in with about $50,000 and be like, hey, you know what, I want every cartridge game possible. But again, I'm a big fan of emulation. I know that's really not the retro and vintage thing to do, but even right now, like off on my desk here, I'm actually looking off to the side here and you guys can't see. I've got one of the NES classics. I've got one of the original ones when they came out maybe about 15 years ago. And I've got that modded, and that's got every NES game on it. And then I've got my little JVC 4-inch TV screen. I've got my DVD VCR combo from JVC also. So, you know, I definitely am a fan of the vintage, and obviously being an old man at this point, I won't give away my age, but you guys can guess my age. I think for those of you that are real fans of the channel, you probably know my age. Oh, this Marvel sign here off to the left with Spidey. And I'm not a big Spider-Man guy, but I love this older stuff. It's just so awesome. And you'll see some of the toys up there. I tried zooming in. He's got a really great selection of toys that really are not for sale. Now, I hope I don't get copyrighted here. I hear Aerosmith in the background. That sign right there. So that probably hung outside of some comic book shop somewhere, maybe out on a street. And you can see it was definitely weathered. It wasn't a faux weathering. And now let's get into the games. We got your PS2s. Got so much to choose from. And in the cases, guys, I mean, the amount of stuff that he has in the cases, very impressive and decent prices again. And yeah, there was one thing, I'll zoom in on it a little bit later. There was actually a punch-out trash can. There's some Genesis stuff, some Sega Master System stuff. There we got the original Genesis cases on the bottom, and I remember those so well. I had a Genesis 16-bit, and I was an original NES kid. Had Super Nintendo, but I kind of took to Genesis. There were a lot of cool games, and I also liked the controller a little bit better versus the Super Nintendo controller. Nintendo Power, I had all the original Nintendo Powers, and of course they're all gone. I had literally like the first one, I think that was Super Mario, and I think I had a subscription for maybe like 2 or 3 years to Nintendo Power. So that was so awesome to have that back in the day. And here we go. There is that Punch-Out. That's actually $2.99 with Little Joe, or Little Mac. Is it Little Joe or Little Mac? I don't know, correct me there. A lot of great SNES games. And then as we start to move forward here, you'll see some of the NES games that he has here. And I was definitely ready to drop some money if I didn't have all of these games practically already on my RG35s. And we hear Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 in the background. Here we go. Oh, this is the stuff here. All the Game Boy games. Now, I had an original Game Boy, and I remember playing Tetris. Paperboy, actually, I think was probably my favorite game on the original Game Boy. I never had a Game Boy Color or all the other GBAs that are out there now, but the original Paperboy and just that green screen. I had some of the adapters, that magnified the screen and lit up the screen. But it was just so awesome back then, and everything nostalgic now is so popular. Obviously, not even, what we're doing here in the video, but, all the dead malls, all the things that are leaving us, all the retail. It's just so sad to see the stuff leaving. So that's where the value of this stuff now has really gone through the roof. And there's several channels, that I follow on YouTube that document all of these games and chase after them, like Chase After the Right Price, and then Heck and Steve. So they battle back and forth with each other, and there I am in the glass. Was I actually wearing my sunglasses in there? No, it wasn't. So I was going to say, am I wearing sunglasses in the store? I just get so taken by how much cool stuff is in this store. And, another thing to add here before we end out the video, we've got about another 2 minutes before I leave you guys. I'm going to be bringing you the Railroad Museum. I'm going to be bringing you one of the arcades that is on Ocean Avenue in Myrtle. I'm going to be bringing you the Gay Dolphin gift shop. And also another thing that I want to mention is when you go out and you possibly film and or take pictures, as I do with this channel and share with you guys, please watch yourself. I unfortunately had almost a physical altercation with somebody in the southern part of Myrtle Beach when I was taking pictures of one of the abandoned motels. Somebody came from around the corner that obviously had some type of mental disorder and started giving me a hard time and started kicking stones at me. And it got to the point where I was almost going to have to do something. Luckily, as I was backing up, the person did not follow me. And I told them, I started actually yelling, and there was somebody else that I was talking to that was actually doing the demo for this hotel that I was taking pictures of. So I was having a normal conversation with somebody. All of a sudden, some weirdo comes from around the corner. So guys, definitely watch yourself if you're out there doing abandoned stuff. But this was in broad daylight, on a Saturday afternoon. So it was really crazy to experience that. Luckily, nothing happened. So, all right, guys, as we're down to our last minute here, I want to thank you so much. Looking forward to a great 2026. I don't know how many videos I'm going to get out for you, but you know what? We'll definitely stay in touch. Please leave some comments and always subscribe. And thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.